What's up, you guys? I'm back with another video. It's your girl Kai Marie here, and I'm back with another video. If you have not watched my last video, make sure you go watch it. And not only that, make sure you guys are staying tuned for my next videos of uploading. Hit the notification button and make sure you guys are commenting and liking. So today's video, as you know by the title, we are going to be talking about self-love, single life, what to do in the weigh-in. And you know, you guys, I wrote some things down. If you are newly single or have been single, and you are kind of getting out of something or need a sign from God to move forward, this sign is for you. So I definitely want to go over the things that I'm currently going through. Single life is not really easy. You really have to be very open-minded. I tell myself this every day, to be open-minded. Holy Spirit, help me to be open-minded. Give me a different perspective of what I'm thinking this is. So let's get into it, you guys. So I love to start out with the Ruth story. For those that don't know, Ruth teaches us that honoring your own healing and choosing a God path is a powerful act of self-love. So we know that Ruth became a widow at a very young age, and she walked through grief and integrity. So with that being said, she did not chase. You know, she did not chase anyone. She did not find a new man right away. You know, she stuck to healing and choosing faith. And how many of us would choose healing and faith after a traumatic situation? And I'm not gonna lie, let me be transparent. For me, I was with this guy for almost 6 years. This year would make 6 days. But anywho, I was with him, and you know, I just couldn't budge the fact of, because I knew him all my 20s, and I'm 25 now, but I knew him all my 20s, and that's really who I really know. And so I'm not gonna lie, when I first tried to pull away, it wasn't easy. I did cling on to things, substances, and I found out, you know, that's not in my best interest to do so. So with that being said, this second time I think this was the third time was a charm for me, and he hurt me so bad, and I thought I was gonna go back to what I was, and God ended up, it was like he ended up picking me back up. And you know, this journey is different from the last. I see God differently from the last. I see the Holy Spirit moving differently from the last. So yeah, I definitely chose healing and faith this time go around, but was it my first choice? No, it was not. So it is hard, right? That's why Ruth is a perfect story to learn from. Your singleness is not a waiting room. It's really a garden. Meaning, like, doing things that you like to do, or that you would love going, or never even explored. So like for me, you know, I'm getting me back together. You know, I'm getting me back together. And so I'm getting me back together. I'm trying to get my credit back up. I'm finding me a job. You know, I got my online boutique that I've been working on. I do lashes too as well. For those that is very curious, I do sell sunglasses and things like that. Little cute handbags. I was on TikTok today with these very cute handbags, you guys. If you guys want to purchase from me, make sure you guys go on TikTok, okay? That's where you will find all my things. Don't mind my daughter, she's making noise because she's in the tub. So I tried to hurry up and make this video really quickly, so while she's occupied, I don't have nobody coming in and saying mommy, 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 okay? Okay, so and just not only that, growing your character, building your peace and setting boundaries. So what is one thing you can ask yourself, like, what is one thing you want to start with? Like, what would be the first thing you want to start with? So for me, it was more so kind of creating peace around me. I really had to start with that first, because if I didn't start with that first, then I don't know how I would be at peace with everything else. And so I'm still working at it, but I do have faith that it will work out for me. I might not see it right now, but I know I will see it later on down the line as I keep working at it. So with that being said, Ruth 2:2 says, "Let me go to the field and pick up some leftover gains." Meaning, Ruth went to go and work. She humbled herself and gleaned in the field, not waiting on nobody to save her or trying to be seen. Ruth did not lose herself to be loved. She stood true to herself. She remained consistent in her faith and honored in humility. Proverbs 31:25 says, "She is clothed with her strength and her dignity." So when you walk in your purpose and you love yourself, you start valuing. The right love will not need convincing, and it will recognize you. And I truly believe that. That's why this walk that I'm in, I'm taking you guys on my journey. It's not really easy. It's not really easy. So with that being said, you guys, it's really not easy. So I know I'm not the only one that's going through this. So that's why I wanted to make this video, because I know it's a lot of women out there that is just trying to figure it out just like I am, and that wants a husband, and that wants, to be seen. But you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. The Holy Spirit had made me go to this video of Pastor Todd, and he was really talking about shout out to Pastor Todd, okay? Won't he do it? Yes, he will. But he was really talking about relationships, like and starting with the 4 things: feeling safe, feeling seen, feeling smooth, and feeling secured. And out of all those, I only have one, and that's me feeling safe. And I've noticed, and the Holy Spirit made me recognize, by me feeling safe, that's just a boundary that I kind of just created. Like, I won't ask nobody for nothing, and I don't need nobody for anything. I make this happen, because I never been in a place of feeling secured or smooth or even seen. And I have to learn that too. And that is why I looked at my patterns through life. The reason why I acted out, the reason why I did stuff, the reason why it was always Kaya is this, Kaya is doing that, Kaya is why she's this, and is because, not knowing at that time, but that was just my copingism, that I just wanted to be seen. And in order for me to be seen doing bad was my copingism. And so that finally just, made me realize, okay, so I do have some work that I have to do. I do have some work that I have to do, and you guys do have some work that you have to do. So I pray that this message really touches you guys' heart, and you guys are listening through it thoroughly, all the way to the end. So let's get back into it. So with that being said, Boaz recognized her before any romance, her loyalty, her hard work, and her character. He protected, he provided because of who she was already was. So with that being said, you know, that's, for example, that's just like me already having my business, already having, you know, things going on for me. You know, it's not like I'm being a dependent where I don't have anything going for me and I need somebody to do this for me. It's a difference. So when you see yourself finally getting yourself together, you know, you getting things in order, in place, your money right, you know, your character right, your heart right, especially your heart right, because God is still working on me. But when you get your heart right, then you know, you will know that you are steps ahead of finally meeting your Boaz. Okay. And Ruth 3:11, my town, all the people of know that you are a woman of noble character. And noble means high standard, clean and neat, oppressive and magnificent. So with that being said, you know what, guys, you know, I've been really trying to practice on my cleanliness, really keeping my house together, you know, keeping me up, you know, doing my hair, even if it's just, you know, something little. I don't let myself kind of just walk around just crazy for too long. You know, I try to just do little stuff, you know, I try to do little stuff within myself so that, you know, I can feel good about myself. Because when you feel good, when you look good, you feel good. And you know, I like to look good so I can feel good. And so with that being said, you know, I'm gonna always preach that don't always look like what you're going through, you know. And so just for a transparent question, you guys can comment below too as well. These questions that I'm asking you, I want you guys to be transparent with yourself and with me, and so that way we all can get through this together. Because sister, I need you and you need me. Okay. So what are some high qualities you have for yourself? And that is a very good question. Some high qualities that I have for myself is having boundaries, for sure. That's one of the qualities I need to have, is boundaries. Staying neat, staying clean, keeping myself up, always making sure that I have money, being financially stable, financially budgeting. And that's something that we're going to be talking about too, you guys, about financial budgeting as well. And I will be having a special guest on that too as well. So make sure you guys are looking out for my video, okay? And so Proverbs 18:22 says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So repeat after me, because as I'm saying this for myself. I am already a good thing, and I am not waiting to become worth. I'm already am. Okay? So, with that being said, I want you guys to write down, you know, things as, you know, as you preparing to be a wife. I want you to write down things that can kind of help you on that. Like, you know, for example, like speak over yourself in your home. You know, when you becoming a wife, you want to speak positive things. You know, you want to speak as though they were until they are. Hello? Just like Pastor Todd preaches about crazy face. It's not crazy until it happens. So, with that being said, treat your body as sacred. Like, you don't want everybody all up on you, okay? You don't want everybody all up in you. Allow God to heal the inner parts of you. And so that way, when you do meet your Boaz, he will be whole and you will be whole. And use the time to do things. Like, don't always just sit around and just wonder, like, oh, when is my Boaz gonna come? When is my husband gonna come? I'm just looking for it too much. Don't just look for it too much. Just continue to do the work, okay? Because I'm gonna take you guys on this journey, and whenever my Boaz come, you guys will see. But until then, we are in this together, okay? And like I was saying, allow God to heal your heart, so love doesn't have to dig through wounds to reach you. And that's something that you want to allow God to do, because I look at other people in their marriages, and the things that they have to work through, and I really got a head start. I have a head start to get things together, okay? I have a head start to get things together, to work on me and things like that, so that way the things that they went through, or the people that I've seen go through things, I don't have to go through, because I already done seen and worked on what I needed to work on, so I could prosper more in my relationship. So, and you're not hard to love, and you're just, what does it say? You are not hard to love. You're just forgotten to start with you. Okay? So remember that, you guys. You are not hard to love. You just forgot to start with you. And it is true. You have to love yourself. And if you don't know how to love yourself, I will do another video too on that, on how to love yourself. Because a lot of times we hear, oh, you gotta love yourself, but some people really just don't know how to love themselves, and that is okay. That is why you got people like me. God will send people in your life, and yeah, it will work out. Okay? The more you love yourself, the more you attract people who reflect the same energy. And that's so true. Just like bikers love bikers, singers love singers, musicians love musicians, dancers love dancers. So it is true. So just keep the faith, you guys. Don't always just worry about what you don't have. Worry about what you are about to receive. That was a word. Don't worry about what you don't have. Worry about what you are about to receive. Like it. Okay. So, how do you speak to yourself? Matters. Okay. How do you speak to yourself when you get up in the morning? That matters. When you get up in the morning, how do you speak to yourself? What do you say to yourself? When when you're doing your hair, when you don't have your hair done, what do you say to yourself? How do you feel about yourself? And it's okay to want to, like say for instance, like if you wanted to lose more weight, okay, go to the gym, you could lose some more weight. But other than that, don't just be like, oh, you big, you this, you can, that's not gonna help you feel better about yourself. So I want you guys to repeat after me. I do not abandon myself. I love myself the way I want to be loved, daily, deeply, and with devotion. Okay? Singleness is often seen as a lack or a missing piece, but it is actually a divine pause. A space where God is saying, come back to before a person creating. Okay? Creating emotional boundaries, saying no when something is not right, or when someone is draining you. That's a way of showing self-love, and not only that, setting that boundary for you in the way. Don't force closeness or attachments to people that belittle you. And that was something that I used to do all the time. I used to always want closeness, or I used to always want to attach myself with somebody. But honestly, when I really started to realize, they tried to belittle me because I was so big. I was so big. And so, don't settle, ladies. Don't settle, because what God has for you is going to be good if you just do the work. Leave spaces of people that don't honor your softness if you can't find yourself being soft, or if you can't find yourself being, hold on. Okay, y'all, so I am definitely back. So if you find yourself in a situation of, or being around people where you can't be soft, or you can't be nice, or you can't just relax, and you gotta always have a fence up, or you never know, being with a guy, or every time he come home you gotta always have your fence up because you don't know where he's at, where his mental is at, things like that. So just walk away, guys. Walk away from any relationship that will take you away from God, and that's most importantly. And I had to learn that the hard way, because I was the type of girl that I thought, settling with a person that's kind of like dealing with the ideal relationship with God, and I can work that out, or I can bring him to Christ, or I can be an influence. And it's like I can't do that. I'm not God, and it's not gonna work out. You have to have the same mindset, the same things in life. You have to have some type of relatability, if I'm saying it right, or even if I made up a word, child, who knows? Okay, so protect your peace in a form of self-love. Okay, protecting your peace is everything. Okay, you guys, protecting your peace is everything. So to end this video, I want to leave you guys with this. What are 2 things you are working on this week? Okay, I want you guys to put that in the chat, on what you guys are working on this week to better your relationship with yourself, better your relationship with God, and not only that, to really just get to know who you are, because that is what the way is about. Okay, and so for all the ladies that is out there, make sure you guys are staying encouraged, and I really hope that this message really helped you, or gave you some type of different perspective on the way, or what it is to focus on your new life, learning you, and not only that, growing and maturing spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially. Thank you. Financially. And you guys, and I want you guys to answer those questions throughout this video down in the comments below, because I would love to hear from you guys and hear what you guys think. And if you guys like this video, make sure you guys give this a thumbs up. Make sure you guys comment and subscribe, and see you later. Bye.